Today we're going to show you how to make a hanging basket up ready for the summer season. If you don't feel confident enough to do that, don't worry about it, because you can always come down to the garden centre, put an order in and we'll do them for you. And then we'll give you a ring when it's ready and you can take it home and still enjoy it for weeks and weeks and weeks. This is how to make a hanging basket. A 16-inch basket. It has 3 chains on it. We take 1 chain off to make it easy to work. We put a liner in, which is already a pre-formed liner. The shiny side on the inside, the fibre side on the outside. You just slot that in and it fits beautifully. So the idea of the liner is to hold all the compost in and to hold the moisture in. After that we put the compost in, which is just general multi-purpose compost. It has a slow release fertiliser in and it has some swell gel in, and that just helps keep all the moisture in and you don't have to water every single day in the summertime. You're putting in up to the first lot of holes, enough to cover the plants in. So you're going to put the plants through and then you're going to cover over the roots so they don't dry out. The first holes I generally put in something like Million Bells, the Calibracoa. Anything that's free flowering, the white Bacopa or blue Bacopa, Petunias, you can put Fuchsias in as well. You just need something that's going to give it a good start. You've got the first layer in, the first row in, and then you need to top up with compost, because again you need to cover the roots of the plants that you're putting in. And then we're filling in the next holes, the next ones up. So once again, you feed through the holes, and again you can use anything that's trailing. Those plants can be Begonias or Fuchsias, anything that's trailing.
Just 2 layers.
Just 2 layers. You're filling it right up to the top, so it's about level with the edge of the basket, and then just let it rise in the middle, because you need to be able to see it and have a good shape to it as well. In the middle, we need something that's going to grow upright. I generally use geraniums. Nice and easy to care for, very tolerant of any weather, and they don't have any problems, really. They don't have any pests and diseases. That's why the City Council uses a lot of geraniums. We're going to put 3 in the centre, because that gives a nice balance. Because we've got 3 chains on it, we generally plant in 3s. Don't put even numbers. We've got empty soil around the outside, so we want things that are going to trail over. We've got the uprights in the centre, so we need something sort of in-betweeny. So I use Petunias, which are a trailing petunia, and they come up and then drop down. They're a good filler, and they flower and flower and flower, and you don't need to deadhead them or anything. So I put those next, and then on the outside, I generally put the things that I put in the sides, because I want them to trail down. Fuchsias, Begonias, Bacopa, Million Bells. Anything that you enjoy to look at, anything that's going to give lots of colour. You need to start hardening it off, but not until the end of April. We don't put any out until the end of May, because then we know we're not going to get any frost. We're going to be pretty safe then. You've got to look after it in the meantime. It's a case of just watering and don't overwater. You want the roots to come right through to the bottom of the basket. If you water little and often, the roots will come to the top, and you want them to grow right down into the middle of the basket to get a really good, strong root system. For 15-20 minutes that it takes you to make the basket up, or maybe if you haven't done it before, maybe it's going to take you half an hour, you're going to get weeks and weeks and weeks of enjoyment from it. It'll be a riot of colour right through till the first frost.